Hey everybody, welcome to Cut the Kibble. Is this deja vu or what? No, it's not an old video. I have short hair and I have a puppy. And yes, today I'm going to be doing a Cut the Kibble approved recipe, and you may want to try this for your doggy. If you're in the United States, we celebrate Thanksgiving next Thursday. So I'm going to be making a Cut the Kibble approved, dog approved pumpkin pie. And it's also going to be a double whammy because his birthday is tomorrow. So I'm going to give him one for tomorrow and freeze the rest. So I don't know how long I can do the video with him in the sling, but I thought I would start out that way anyway. He's looking at all the food. So let's get going. And I may have to put him down momentarily. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring you over here. Hold on. All right, so the first thing you need, we're going to make the crust. And what I did, I have in here 1.5 cups of oat flour. You can buy oat flour or you can get oats, non-GMO of course, and put them through a Vitamix. And then I'm going to add, I have the recipe here and I definitely will be putting the recipe out for you. Let's see what I have. I have 1/2 teaspoon of flaxseed and 1/2 teaspoon of hemp hearts. You know, you don't have to add this, but I just am extra. I always add, anything I add is going to be extra for nutritional value. And there's omega fatty 3 acids in this and good oils, good fats. So I add it. And then I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup of applesauce. And you want to get the unsweetened kind. All right. And then after that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. I'm going to use Cocoa Therapies MC3 oil. If you have the one from Costco, you could just, you know, soften it. But this I'm using today. Oh, please stay still, Misha. Don't mess this up. I want to measure. I need to measure this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm moving the applesauce away, and let's just see if I could do this real quick. I don't even know. Can you see him in the video? I'm putting in, yeah, you can see them, 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil. And to think that I did this with Bella, holding her for most of her 13 years. Now I'm just gonna mix this up. And the point here is to make a crust. And yeah, Misha, you like that? Yeah. So I'm just going to keep on mixing and I'll come back with you in a minute. Okay, I had to put him down, and I also added 1 tablespoon and 1/2 tablespoon more of oat flour because it was too wet. You don't want it really wet, okay, because you're making a crust. So now I bought these molds. Let me show you. I got these on Amazon. Okay, see if you can see that. You see that? I have the light on here. They're silicone molds, and the directions said to spray them so that it won't stick. I didn't think silicone would stick. And I honestly don't know how many this is gonna make. Maybe it'll make 6, and maybe it won't. This is my first time doing this recipe, but I'm adapting it to a human recipe that I would make for pumpkin pie. So I know it's going to be yummy. And my intention is for the humans in the house also to eat it. So I'm going to press this on here and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so with these measurements, I got 5 crusts. And the crust is a little sticky, so I got a little water on my fingers. And I went ahead and I pressed it down. And with the water, it didn't stick to my fingers. So now I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, but I'm going to watch it. And while it's cooking, I'm going to clean the bowl and make the filling. So hold on. I'm going to put it in my little oven. And that's why I say I need to watch it, because in a little oven, it cooks quicker. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make the filling. And I didn't realize what time it was. We need to leave here in a little bit for our ninja class. I probably shouldn't have signed up for it. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on now. But it's good for him to get exposure. So I'm going to get 1 egg and I'm going to beat it in here. And then I'm going to get, I did 3/4 of a banana. You know, it depends on the size of your banana. This was a big banana, so that's why I did 3/4 of a banana. You want to mash it up so you don't have any lumps in your pumpkin pie. And if you have lumps, it's okay. Your dog's not going to mind it. And then I have a cup of 100% pumpkin. You want to get 100% pumpkin. You don't want to get pumpkin pie filling because that has a bunch of sugars in it. You don't want to give your dog sugars. And you know, I could put a little, speaking of sugars, I could have put a little natural maple syrup in here, but I'm not going to do it. He's going to love this. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Put that right in here, and I think that's it. Yeah. So now I'm just going to mix this together until it's nice and mixed. And when the crust is done, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the crust and put it back in the oven and hope that it's done before we have to leave. It only takes like 10 minutes to get over to where we need to go, but so, smells good. Okay, I'm gonna actually taste this. Yeah, it tastes good. You know, it would be much better if it had some maple syrup in it, but he doesn't need it. You know, dogs don't need molasses and sugar and all that stuff. All right, I don't know, there's something on my phone here. All right, I'll see you later in a minute. Okay, in that little oven, it took around 8 minutes. I gotta be careful, he loves these cooking mitts. And it just feels, it feels like a biscuit, the consistency, so it's nice and cooked. And now what I'm gonna do is just fill up these little molds with the pumpkin, and I want to make sure I have enough for all of it. My plan is I'm going to give him one tomorrow, because tomorrow, the 19th of November, is his actual birthday. And then I'm going to freeze the rest. I'm going to take it out of the molds and freeze it. And then for Thanksgiving, he could have one, and if any family member wants one, they could have it too. And this is perfect because it's only going to be me, my husband, and one of my kids for Thanksgiving. So we have enough for him to have one for his birthday and all of us to share one. And when I serve it, I'm going to top it with a dollop of what? What do you think I'm going to use? That's Cut the Kibble approved. It's going to be a dollop of yogurt. I don't use whipped cream. You know, I don't like going to get that pup cup at Starbucks. I've never done that. I don't want to do that. I don't want him to have chemicals. I'm sure there's chemicals in that. And I want to get every last drop in here. And I'm hurrying, so we're not going to be late for our class. So I'm going to stick this in the oven, and I'll show you the final results. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. It cooked around 20 minutes. I did bump it up to 375 because we have to leave. And now I'm going to let this sit here. When I get back, all I need to do is pop it out of the molds and flash freeze the ones that I don't want now and put it in a Ziploc bag, and he'll get one tomorrow, right? Because it's for the birthday boy. One more thing. You need to take the pies out of the plate and put it on a drying rack. If you leave it on that pan, the crust is going to get soggy. There needs to be air all around it so it'll be nice and firm crust.